Greetings, 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 family. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning in. I am coming to you live today from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. I am on the continent of Africa, and this is Diaspora Connect. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Thank you to my faithful subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome in the room. Welcome to my channel. And I decided to do a live this evening because I have had several people reaching out to me in reference to, let's see. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit till we get some people in the room before I start talking. Yeah, this video is in response to the new immigration policy that has been put in place recently through Mark Meets Africa. So many people are reaching out to me and asking my opinion. What do I think? And so I wanted to do this video so I can respond to the questions. Yeah, so I'll wait till we get some people in the room. Again, thank you to my faithful subscribers. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you for your viewership. Welcome, welcome, welcome in the room. I'm trying to make sure the lighting is right. Put on my glasses here so I can see. Okay, the lighting is okay. Okay, so yeah, but anyway, let me get started. Yeah, so thank you for tuning in. This is Wanda. This is Diaspora Connect. I've been living in Dar es Salaam for 2 years last month. So yeah, so I just wanted to discuss the new immigration policy that Mark Meets Africa is spearheading with this business company merge. And so many people are like asking me, sending me emails about it. So I just thought I'd do a video about it. Basically, I wanted to do a video just stating what my opinion is of it. So far, I did listen to his video. I did take notes. And so I see his heart and I see his intention, which I think is good. His intention is good. His heart is good. He's a young brother. He's smart. He's trying to do things for the diaspora here, make changes. We all want changes, you know. So that's a good thing. You know, I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. I'm not trying to downplay what he's doing. But I did want to give a little bit more of a mature, thought out opinion about this new immigration policy. And then I wanted to go back because the thing is we can't forget what has happened in the past, because if you forget what happened in the past, then you'll be bound to repeat it. Or if you forget things that have happened to you in the past, like slavery. We can't forget about slavery, even though people tell us, oh, that was a long time ago. Oh, you should forget about slavery. No, because it still impacts or affects us till this day. So no, we just can't forget about it. So thank you to my faithful subscribers. Welcome to my channel. This is Diaspora Connect. This is Wanda. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your viewership. And I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. So I am discussing the new immigration policy that Mark Meets Africa is discussing, that they have put in place through merge for the diaspora. So I wanted to just kind of give my 2 cents and my opinion about what I think about it. So far, so what I think about it so far. And this is just my independent perspective or opinion. I don't know all the details. I haven't clicked on the website. I haven't talked to anyone in the merge, but I just listened to his video and the video with the immigration people and just the question and answer video. So I wanted to give my 2 cents, y'all, older perspective, and someone who has been here for 2 years. So But I was saying that when you move forward in your life and things have happened in the past, you cannot just forget about what has happened in the past. This is the issue or the concern um, that I have with the new immigration policy. The concern is the fact that with the previous history of diaspora being here in Tanzania, the whole student visa fiasco, everyone knows about that. Everything fell apart for us. A lot of us came in under the student visa and it fell apart and they discontinued it. A lot of people lost money. They had to leave the country, had to go, just it was a mess. So, that being the case, we have to consider that, okay? Nobody got their money back. They were told certain things, but it wasn't followed through. So that's a concern. And then also some of the treatment of some of the diaspora. Like there have been many diaspora that have contacted me via Diaspora Connect because I either connected them, helped them, consulted with them, or I've met them since I've been here. They have contacted me about, oh, we got 5 people in the room. Welcome, y'all, in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. This is Diaspora Connect. Welcome in. I'm just giving my 2 cents on the new immigration policy that Mark Meets Africa is promoting through Merge. So I wanted to just give my 2 cents, but what I was saying is what makes me skeptical, and I'm skeptical, but I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to throw no shade. What I'm saying is we have to think clearly and logically. We have to think about what has happened in the past and everything in terms of diaspora and us coming here. So we began to come in 2020, and then 2021, so many of us began to come. We did the whole student visa fiasco. I mean, we did the whole many of us did the student visa. I didn't do it. But many of us applied for student visas because we were told that we could do so. And then that whole thing fell apart because then we found out they no longer were going to do it. It was too many of us doing it, blah, 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 blah. So that fell apart. So all the people that paid money, they paid a lot of money, at least over $1,000 or more that they paid, and they lost all the money. And even though they didn't get their full 2 years of stamp, some people did, but some people didn't. A lot of people didn't. So they had to end up leaving because they were past due on their passports and all that. So that was a fiasco. So now you have this new immigration policy. It's not a bill, it's a policy. So that means that it can change at any time. So it's through a business though. So people are making money. Everyone knows that when you deal with the diaspora, you're going to make money. Ghana knew that. U.S. knows that. Tanzania knew that. I mean, if you look back from 2020 till now, they grossed probably 500,000. They say 500,000 from diaspora or American businesses. American businesses from 2020 was us. Okay, was us. It wasn't Mzungu them. It was diaspora. It was the black African Americans, okay? Spending money here. So we never really have been acknowledged that African Americans have come. At least Ghana, the president did acknowledge the fact that African Americans came during the year of return, and we grossed, 1 point whatever $3 million or whatever, $3 million or whatever. I forget how much, 1.3. But Tanzania never acknowledged the fact that it was the diaspora, it was the Africans in the diaspora, whether it was from the U.S., the U.K., Australia, the Netherlands, where we came, Jamaica, wherever we came from, we brought the monies, okay? Never been acknowledged, but they did gross a good amount of money from U.S. businesses, okay? And that was us. So now, and even in some of the videos that my brother Mark did, he did mention how a lot of the diaspora have been like jailed, and a lot of the diaspora have been over in their passports or illegally here. A lot of them went broke and had to go back, which we know that. And then he did say some of them had got arrested. So with all this in mind, now the immigration wants to help us. So I mean, you gotta understand that we will be skeptical because we have really never had help since we've been here. And then the experiences that we've had have not been the best in terms of being overcharged, in terms of when we go to immigration, they're telling us when are you leaving, how long are you going to be here, and why are you here, and blah, blah, blah. So now it's like now we are to trust the very people that never really acknowledged us being here and wanting us to be here. And then you want us to trust that they have a policy in place to help us to stay here. So you got to understand that we will be skeptical about this. And so I am skeptical about this, which I personally do not need it because I already have a plan for myself. But I mean, as far as promoting it to the diaspora, that's a whole nother thing for me because I'm very careful with promoting certain things now because of the past, because of the student visa fiasco in the past. That was a huge, huge problem that affected thousands and probably hundreds or thousands of people. And so I'm very leery now of just trusting any kind of governmental agencies that say that they can help us specifically, instead of us just following the guidelines. I mean, it's probably safer to just follow the guidelines that are already set, because if things change, and they can change just like that, just like the student visa situation. It was okay at one point, but then everything changed, So we have to put my glasses on, y'all. Yeah, progressive destination, exactly. Yes. So yeah, we have to be very, very careful. I'm trying to be very careful and mindful of what I recommend to people. And the reason I decided to do this video is because I don't have as many followers, of course, as the bigger YouTubers. But hey, this is my opinion and this is my channel, so I'm going to say how I feel about it. I wouldn't trust it. I'm just saying. Nothing against Mark. Nothing against anything. It's just I feel like we need to go by the laws and the rules that are in the immigration, in the bills that they have, not a policy that can change. Because, for example, they say it's for a limited time, and if it goes well, the trial run goes well, then they'll put it into a policy or whatever, a bill, make it a bill or whatever. But we don't know that for sure. This is word of mouth, okay? Just like the student visa, it was word of mouth. Just like when you do business and they tell you a certain amount and you're going to get this and that, greetings. And just like when you do business and they're going to say, okay, you pay this amount of money and you're going to get this work permit, this, and then some people weren't able to do it. So it's a lot of things that had gone on in the country, in Tanzania, where we were told one thing and then we pay money and then it's something else. So they have to understand that we will be skeptical about this new immigration policy, and it really has our best interests at heart because we are leery because of the past. So yeah, you shouldn't just, student visa. While they were already in the country, those who jumped on early or benefited, yeah. Yeah, so, but what I'm saying is, even, I see what you're saying about the student visa, the problem with it, but we still have to look at everything. We have to look at that. We have to consider that, because a lot of people are following, and you're following something that's not a bill. You're following, something that's not a bill. Okay, so be careful with just following stuff that's not like a legal document, or just not a bill yet, because like he said, it can change at any time. So they could say, okay, we want 10 people or 50 people or whatever, how many people to sign up in a short period of time, right? So they get the number they need and then it's done. So all those people who gave money, if things don't work out, guess what? On the continent, you don't get your money back. So if you do business, if you get robbed, if you get anything happens to you on this continent, if you give money, you're just out of it. If you get scammed, you're out of your money. You don't get money back. And you don't get money back from the government as well. So if you pay for something and you don't get it, then you just out of luck. Don't send any money. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Progressive. Exactly. So this is what I'm saying. Be skeptical, y'all. Pray. Ask for discernment. Don't just go along and follow along, because a lot of people did that with the student visa and it fell apart. And they had, a lot of people was affected by that. They had brought money over here. They had, retirements and checks and they sold houses and just sold everything, came over here, and they lost a lot of money. So just be careful with just trusting short-term special stuff for you. What make you so special when nobody really acknowledges being here in the country? They consider us, shalom, Lizzie, shalom. They consider us to be just like everybody else. We're not special. We're just like everybody else, right? So why? Why are they trying to do something special for us? Why? Think. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer, not trying to be negative, but I want you to think, use your brain, what the Most High Uncreated Creator gave your brain for. Think, everybody this is a business, y'all. This is a business. People want to make money. We all want to make money. I got a business. And I'm in business because I want to make money. Okay, so we're doing things to make money, but, is it in the best interest of you personally? Because you have to look at the past. You have to look at the past and what happened in the past in terms of us as diaspora, us as African Americans, us as African Europeans, African, from wherever we're from in the diaspora. It's never been a situation where they're like, oh, welcome, this country, oh, welcome, we accept you, you're coming back home, or, you can improve the economy. No, it's been overcharged for everything, almost everything we do. We're going to pay more. It's two prices for everything. This question mark is stating that the only difference is a lower cost. But let me see. Wouldn't this lower cost you as a business owner when you need to renew your permit? Let me see. You have to be. Yeah. So, like I said, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because you need to follow the guidelines of the country, the laws in the books, on the books, not no special provision, because special provisions change, you guys. So if you go in under that organization, right, this merge organization, you probably have to pay a membership fee. I didn't read through everything, but they're not going to help you for free, okay? You're going to have to pay for that. So you're just looking at paying for the visas, paying for the residency. Like everybody else, we are not being treated. Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, when I say we're being treated like everyone else, we're being treated as foreigners. We're not being treated special because we're African. We're being treated just like Mzungu, Arab, any foreigners, we're being treated. That's what I mean. And there are two prices. So if you go in to a program under a special provision, then that special provision can change at any time. And so somewhere down the line, if it changes and they just stop it, right? They get a certain number of people, right, and they stop it. Who is to say that 2 years down the line, you'll be able to have you'll be locked in that same amount? He says so, but it's changing. So you might have to jump back on the original law. So that what I'm saying is, it's best and wise to just stick with the ones that are on the book, the legal ones. And if you want to go through that organization, that's you. You don't have to. You can do that yourself. You can come here and do that yourself. You can apply online yourself. You can go online, apply for a business permit. You can go to immigration and apply yourself. You're not, they're saying it's a discount, but, I'm skeptical. That's all I got to say, because of the past treatment that we have had being in TZ. We have been overcharged. We have been detained. We have been locked up. We have been deported. We have been scammed a lot. Not really me, all praises to the Most High. I did get robbed, y'all, but I left my door unlocked. But I get overcharged all the time. So not all the time, but I get overcharged, a lot. But think about all these things before you just think. You talking about a government that says to some people when they go to immigration, why are you here and when are you leaving? And you will never, some immigration officers have told some of the African American brothers, when you leave, you won't be able to come back here. Not that they got in trouble, but they were leaving the country. So come on now. Into the economy, and and they know that. I see another way. Let's see. Let me see that. What do you mean, everybody? Yeah, you're right. Let me see. Okay, this one. Wait a minute. Y'all, I'm trying to read these messages. Sorry about that. Somebody just sent something that made a point. Okay, the problem with the student. Okay, okay. Yeah, just wait. Okay, I missed something. But anyway, yeah, so this is just my take on it, y'all. I'm no expert. I don't have as many subscribers, and I don't have millions. I just barely over 1,000, y'all. But that's okay because I've been here for 2 years. I've created a business, and I've gone through a lot of the things that I had to do to be here. And it's been a struggle. It hasn't been easy. But I personally would just stick with the law. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Secrets. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of us have. Yeah, we poured millions. I love this, the comment. We poured millions into the economy in 2020, 21. They know that. I just see another way to get money. A lot of people make money from these, that's right, shady deals. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, family. Pray. Be very mindful of the history of what we've been going through since 2020 here. I'm not trying to badmouth the country, so don't come for me, Tanzanians. I'm being realistic, and I have to speak on behalf of the diaspora because that's why I created my business, to assist the diaspora to come back home to Mama Africa. But I have to look out for their best interests. So if they sell everything they have and they want to come here and they want to live and they want to leave Babylon, I have to prepare. I have to tell them honestly what I would do. Like the way I would move here, and that's what I do. I'm not an expert, but I've been here long enough to see. I've seen some things. I've seen people in situations that were not good, and they did follow the law. These people who had the student visa situation, they did follow what they were told. They were told that they could do. They were told that they can do it. They were told a lot of stuff. Because we need to create our own community and we need to start moving. A lot of people have tried that here. I'm praying I'll get caught up with this. I can be. Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, y'all, he's young. I don't even know if he's 20. And before you uproot your whole life and just follow somebody that young. I mean, he's like he's younger than my son. So think, pray, and do research before you just do stuff in the West and stuff here, especially when it has a history of treating us the way we've been treated. We've been scammed, we've been jailed, we've been arrested, we've been overcharged. I mean, the history, it's beautiful here. And it hasn't happened to me per se, but when I'm saying we, the diaspora. So if it happens to them, it can happen to any of us. So you need to consider that before you just shovel out money. $1,400 is a lot of money. $1,400 is what he's saying. The first, if you want to get this permit, it's $1,400, and then every 2 years it's $1,000 to renew. But if the program is cut, who is to say what kind of assurance will you have that it's going to be definitely $1,000 every 2 years for the rest of the time you've been here? Things could change the way they put you back on the original, the laws, the original immigration laws. So I would say stick with the laws on the books, stick with the business visa, the work permit, the residency, stick with those that you can get. And yes, it's expensive, but I would say that would be the safest. And I know people want to come and they want to stay, but every country is not for everybody to stay in. You can come here and visit. It's a beautiful place. But if you want to visit other countries where you don't have to pay so much money, you can. And when you don't have to go outside of the immigration laws for a special policy for you, especially in a country where it was a huge fiasco with that student visa. That's something we can't forget. That's something we can't forget because it impacted a lot of people where they had to go back to the West and then they had to go to other countries that maybe they didn't plan on going to, or maybe they didn't want to, but they didn't have a choice. So we can't just null and void it. We can't just act like it didn't happen. So I'm just saying, when you're making your decision, think, pray, think things through, because after all, it's a business partnership and people are making money off these things. Right. So people are making money off these things. So it's everybody's got to make money. I say it's a money grab, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. You know, I'm no expert, but just from experience being here and seeing how things have happened with our people, and things could have happened with me and have happened with me, little things here and there, I see it clearly. Like, warning, warning, warning is what I see when it comes to this new immigration policy. So if you decide to do this and you're in the West and you decide to send your money, if it's gone, it's gone. Just know, no refunds. They don't give refunds here. So just keep that in mind when you're doing that, especially if you don't do it online. I mean, if you don't, y'all. Because if you create a business and you partner with a local and you create a business, and then it's going to cost a lot less than a foreign company. And then if you get a work permit, they're usually about $1,000 anyway if you have a local business. And then the residency permit, you have to get that, and that could be anywhere between $2,500, $3,000. They can, $3,000, $4,000 or whatever. But it could be a lot. But at least you know you did it the way of the law and not under a special provision policy that they stop. And then you have to hope that people are going to honor what this policy, this short-term policy, the guidelines or the rules of this short-term policy, when you had the student visa fiasco, in that they didn't honor those people, and that was a law. Like, you could get a student visa. Yeah, they probably did it the wrong way, but some people did get it, and it worked out for them. But then some people couldn't. So the same issue can happen. Some people could get this, and then, or some people, it may work out for some, it may not work out for others. So you just have to be careful with the money you spend. That's a lot of money here. That's a lot of money, and all of it is a lot. So for me, I usually recommend people come here and visit. And then if you want to repatriate and you want to get a different visa, find out the different costs of the different visas under the normal immigration, not under a company or business, because these people are making money to do this. It's not free. They're in it for the business. And so everybody's out for money. Everybody's out for money. And everybody sees us as a money bank, and everybody's, the money that they made off of us. Yes. The money that they made off of us in 2020 and 2021 was a good amount. I heard 500,000. That's what they said, but I think more, almost a million. I think it's more than that. But off of diaspora. So that money is kind of going down now because people are leaving. Whether they're getting deported, whether they're leaving willingly, whether they're, they got to leave, and they're leaving. A lot of people are leaving. They're going back to the West. They're going to other African countries. So the money is not like it was. So now I feel like this is an opportunity to bring in more money in a short period of time. It's a time schedule. Okay, we need to have $1,400 from everybody by this date, or we're gonna cut it off. We're gonna see how things go. Yes, exactly. So we're gonna see how it go. We're gonna say it's only a limited time. It's a test run. It's a test run, and we're going to see how many people we get to sign up. And then if we can get a lot of people to sign up, then we're going to continue it. If you can get 1,400 people from $1,400 from each person, we can continue it. If we can't get that much from people, it's going to be done. Yeah, of course. Of course. Come on now. Come on, y'all. We got to be thinkers. We have to think. We have to pray. And we have to walk circumspectly. Thank you, Progressive Destination. It's a struggle, y'all. It's a struggle in Tanzania. It's a struggle. The problem with the student visa. Yeah. But you know, the thing is with the student visa, some people got it. So it seemed like the year I came in 2020. Most of the people in 2020 that signed up for the student visa, they got it. They got it for 2 years. But then after that, towards the end of the year and then the following year, it fell apart in 2021. So a lot of those people didn't get the full 2 years. So the thing, we can't blame, right? And I understand that, but we lost though. So we trusted someone. And so it's not only with the school, it's also in business. There are many people who've come here who've paid attorneys, who've called themselves doing business, and they've been, taken for a ride. They've lost money. They've been scammed. Even with the, things change. Prices are different for everybody. What I paid to register my business, what I paid my attorney is going to be different from what you pay, what the next person pay, it's a money grab. Everybody can charge what they want to charge. There's nothing set in stone. That's why, another reason why I wouldn't jump on the policy. I wouldn't do it because there's too many money hungry people and out for get money from us. They think we rich. They could just go back to the U.S. and get more money. No. Don't fall for it twice. Don't fall for it twice. The first time, shame on you. The second time, shame on me. And it shouldn't even be a third time. So don't fall for stuff like that. Stick with the laws. If you want to repatriate to a country, it's too expensive. Look at other countries. You got Zambia. Zambia's plugging the Gobedia organization, the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites in Africa. Zambia, they also have immigration laws. We are also under those laws, but there's an organization there that can assist us called Gobedia to get the things that we need. Yeah, nothing's set in stone. So don't do it. Don't do it, y'all. I know we're excited. We want to leave the West. We just want a place to go. But people are benefiting from our hurt, from our running, from death. We're trying to escape. People are benefiting from us escaping from the West. And we're all old family, happy to come to the continent. And every country has immigration laws. Every country. It's issues in every country in terms of immigration laws. But you just find the country where the immigration laws work for you. You could always visit TZ. You can come and visit and stay for 90 days, then leave and go to other countries and visit. Find out which country is right for you. You don't have to just come right here and say this is where you're going to be and you're going to stay, especially if it's too expensive, you can't afford it, and if it's draining your pocket. Because every country does not have two prices. Tanzania has two prices, Mzungu price and local price. In Zambia, for example, travelers to come to the continent on their own and research without joining. Yes, I agree. Because when I came, y'all, well, in Zambia, they have one price because they speak English. They speak other languages too, Bemba and another language, but they speak English, so they have one price. So they're not going to charge me on price and then charge a local price, but you can get scammed. You can get scammed on. Oh, I like Zambia. Zambia was nice. It's not as warm as Tanzania, which is why I'm still here. I love Tanzania's weather. But I've been going back and forth. So I go there, and then I come here, and then I go there, and I come here, go there. I go back and forth. But the temperament of the people in Zambia are the same as like Tanzania. They're laid back, and they speak English, and they're a little bit more welcoming. When we go to the immigration border, they're like, welcome, you know, you're back home. They know we're African Americans. They know we are Africans, and they know we're coming back home. So but that does not mean you won't get scammed. So you still have to be careful over there, even if you have an organization that represents you, and even if they speak English, all that, you can still get scammed. You can get scammed in America. So you can still get scammed, but you just have to be wise, y'all. Be wise, be smart. Think about the decisions that you make. Don't just follow people. Don't just follow people and do whatever everybody else is doing. Think about your situation and what works best for you. Now, if you have an organization that will represent you, so like here, we don't have an organization that will represent us here, but it's very difficult for organizations that will represent us to be created in Tanzania. It's very difficult because, and I'm going to say this system is an Arab-run system. It's an Arab-run system, okay? And Arabs took us into slavery first, before Mzungu. So, everybody knows who we are except us. Everybody understands who we are. Wherever we go, money will follow. Everybody knows that. So, therefore, yeah, Tanzania is beautiful, y'all. But therefore, you need to understand this. And this is why it's going to be probably difficult for them to create an organization for us, diaspora. We're coming from speak on our behalf and get these laws changed. Yeah. So it's going to be difficult to create an organization for us, African Americans, or African in the diaspora here in this country. It's going to be very difficult. Because I know a lady who tried to create an organization. I think she did and got it registered. But a lot of people were trying to get, like, you know, maybe voluntary visas under it and whatever. But I don't know what happened. It didn't work out. It's like every business that African Americans create here, even the ones with the money, is some that have businesses with good money, but it's a struggle for them with between the law, between the taxes. Everything is like sky high. It's almost like you paying what you pay in the U.S. So it's going to be difficult for us to do that here. Yeah, it's here. But in Zambia, I talked to the leaders in Zambia, and they told me, let me enlighten you guys. I don't know all the history on the continent, but I'm learning because I talked to a lot of the locals, and I talked to, over the Gobidia organization, there's a bishop, and he's the president, and he says that, and I'm going to say this, he says that Tanzania is not our land. Like, Tanzania is the land of our captivity because we were slaves in Tanzania. Like in Bagamoyo and on Prison Island, we were slaves. So therefore, this is not our, hey, Eddie, shalom, Eddie. This is not our home. Tanzania is not our home. You know, this is a land of our captivity, as just like in America. America is the land of our captivity. We were captives there. We were captives here. Therefore, it's going to be very difficult for us to create an organization in this country that will represent diaspora, us, the ones who were stolen, because these people know who we are. I'm just saying it's going to be difficult. I'm not saying it's going to be impossible. I'm saying it's going to be difficult, and it's going to cost a lot of money, and you have to weigh your options if that's what you want to, you know, spend your money on, or you can go to someplace like Zambia where historically it's Bantu land. We Bantus, y'all. We Hebrews. Historically, Tanzania with kids, they are doing great on the continent. Yes, there are some people who are doing really good here. There are some people who was able to make their way and figure things out. But don't think it's cheap, and don't think that it was easy, because I'm sure that they have been overcharged for stuff, but they've managed to, you know, go ahead and pay what they need to pay, whether they have land, whether they create the business. You know, I was blessed as well when I created my business. Yeah, I was blessed when I created my business, that I was blessed with two good business partners, y'all. I met them when I first got here, and they actually did everything for me. So this is why I think things really worked out for me, because I was able to trust them, and it's just all praises to the uncreated creator. But I'm just going to tell you, doing business here, it's been rough because of the trust issue, because of the money hungriness. It's been difficult. It's been difficult. So Zambia is Bantu land. In Zambia, the president, the bishop of Gobidia, the gathering of the Bantu and diaspora Israelites in Africa, he told us that when the Arabs came into Zambia, they came to Zambia before they came to Tanzania, y'all. They stopped in Zambia, and it was two tribes. Now, I'm not a historian, but I'm going by what the bishop told me. Yeah, you do have to create your own income. So there were two tribes in Zambia that one wanted to trade guns for human beings. Like one tribe in Zambia wanted to take money from the Arabs, take the guns from the Arabs so they can give them human beings. But the other tribe didn't want to. So the tribe that didn't want to exchange slaves, and the people, and then the ones that did want to, they fought. They had like a fight, and then the other one that didn't want slaves in Zambia overpowered the other one, and guess who had them flee? The Arabs. They moved out of Zambia, and then that's when they moved into Tanzania. So that's the story he says. He says, we have never been slaves in Zambia, y'all. We've never been slaves there. So there is land there that we've been given that's historically Bantu land, way back when. So it's our land. It's our ancestors' land. And we haven't been slaves there. So you go there and you will be free. You won't have people holding you back. Yes, you have to be careful with overcharging. I think that's all over the continent. Whether you go to Ghana, whether you go to Nigeria, whether you go to Kenya, you're going to be overcharged when they hear you speak. You may be kind of scammed. So you got to be smart. Not overcharged, but you could be scammed. So you could be scammed even in America, even in the West. So just have to be smart in the decisions you make, in the business decisions you make, in the people you deal with. Pray that the Most High will lead. That's what I prayed. I said, Father, if these people are meant for me, bring them closer to me. But if they're not meant, they don't mean me any good, move them away. I literally prayed like that. And he did move some people out, and he brought some people in. You know, and that helped me out, because I don't know it all, y'all. And we don't know it all. We kind of going by like, what people say. And people ain't always, legit with what they say. So we got to pray. And we got to ask for discernment. We got to ask the Father to go before us. And the set apart spirit, to the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost in us, to lead and guide us into all truth. So we have to get that extra assurance. Yes, because it's difficult. It's difficult to look at people, because everybody I meet here in Tanzania, they are nice. Y'all, they are, the men, the women, they are beautiful, y'all. Yeah, exactly. So they're beautiful, but that you can't look at them and tell that they're gonna like overcharge you. You can't look at them and tell that they're gonna be money hungry. They're gonna like steal from you, whatever. You can't tell that. So sometimes you can see suspect like people. Yes, they do. They do have to create their own income, but yeah. So just be mindful. Follow the laws and the rules of the country, so you can stay in good standing. Because at the end of the day, it's like in the scriptures, right? Ignorance is not an excuse, right? Ignorance is not an excuse for sin. You can't say, yep. You can't say that, yeah, beautiful and sneaky. You can't say that, you can't tell the Most High or the uncreated creator when you stand before him, well, I didn't know. You ain't gonna be able to say that. Like, that's not an excuse because you don't do research and find out what you should and should not do. Same thing on the continent. It's not gonna be an excuse that you didn't know and you're on the continent. Do your own research. Stop trusting everybody to do it for you. Stop trusting everybody to do it for you. Do your own research. Yes, you can listen to other people and you can get advice and guidance, but do your own research. Look into it. That's what I did. I came by myself, y'all. I didn't know Swahili. I didn't know T shillings. I didn't know, it's another thing, kwaches. I didn't know the monies. I mean, T shillings. That's kwaches is Zambia. Sorry, I didn't know T shillings. I didn't know Swahili, and there's something else I didn't know. But you know what? I said I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing it, y'all. And what I did, I booked a hotel. I met a brother. He showed me, he helped me, and then I start like just doing research on my own. I start talking to people and learning, put the apps on my phone. I start doing my own research. I didn't even know about the immigration, all this immigration stuff. I didn't know hardly anything. I just knew I had money, so when I came in and they was like, visa on arrival, I knew I could get a visa on arrival. So I paid the $100, so I knew that. And I did know I had to leave every 90 days, and I knew that. So I was already planning I was going to leave. I wanted to travel the continent anyway, y'all, so I was planning on leaving every 90 days anyway. So that's all I knew, but I knew that at least. So do research. Don't sit and trust everybody to tell you, oh, do this. Everybody's situation is different. You know, you might get a business visa. Somebody else might get a work permit. Somebody else might get a residency permit. Somebody else might get a volunteer visa. Everything is different. Everybody's situation is different. You can't, one size does not fit all. So you can't follow people. So do research. But yeah, I got off track. But this immigration policy, be careful with it. Be careful spending your money, sending your money from the West to the continent like that. And I don't care if it's a diaspora involved, because a lot of diaspora here, as you heard from other YouTubers, a lot of diaspora here are benefiting off of us too. So you got the locals and us. You can't trust nobody. Yes, I do know how to. I know how to communicate with the locals. Yes, I do. A lot of times they don't know I'm from America. They think I'm from another African country. But I don't speak fluently, but I can communicate with them. We go back and forth, but enough to be able to live around them, to function, and to do things on my own. Now, when I purchase large ticket items, I do have to have a local with me, because like if I'm spending a lot of money, even if it's just for like a computer or a radio, or speakers or TV or something like that, or washing machines or beds or furniture stuff, you're gonna have to take a local with you just to make sure that you're good, like you're not like being like totally overdone. So, but besides that, I've been functioning pretty good. I did create a business here called Diaspora Connect, where I assist diaspora in the West come back home to the continent. I'm still doing that, and people are still reaching out. But my consultation has been a lot different, you guys. Yes, we're hustling each other. My consultations have been a lot different because I've been encouraging my brothers and sisters to repatriate, possibly to Zambia. Yes, come to Tanzania for a visit. I will help you. If you want to repatriate, just you got to know it's expensive. You just got to know it's expensive. And I'm not trying to give you a shortcut. I'm not trying to give you do this and you can do no. It's expensive. The work permit is this. Residency permit is this. Business investment is this. You need to find partners. You got to know these things. And then you weigh your options to say, okay, I got this much money. Okay, how can I best manage and live and stay on the continent? Which country can I go to where my money is, it will work for me? And so Zambia, y'all, Zambia, I'm pushing Zambia. I know I'm still here, y'all, so don't think I'm hypocritical. My plan, y'all, my plan is to come back and forth. Why? Because I created a business here. I can't just leave my stuff. I can't just abandon my business. I can't do it, even though it's not making a lot of money, but still, it's still my business. And also, under my business, I can put other businesses under it. I haven't done that yet because I don't have the money right now. But you know what? I'm not going to be broke forever, y'all. I'm not going to be broke forever because I'm almost early retirement age. Almost, I'm close. And I'm about to get some checks. About to get some cheese, y'all. I'm about to get some checks coming in. So I'm hanging in here. I'm hanging. But my plan is to come back and forth. So I'm going to go to Zambia and I'm going to build, because I have land there. So I'm going to build, do vegetables, fruit, build a house, free land. It was given to us for free. It was given to us for free land. So I'm going to do that, and I just come back and forth. So that's my plan. So, yeah. So, but everybody's situation is different. You may not be able to do what I'm doing. You know, it may not work out for you. You may get to immigration and they may say something different to you. So what they may say to me, they may not say to you. Everything is different for everybody. And that's the thing. We can't give you all the information and be like, they're going to say this, they're going to do this. No, laws change. It's based, different things are said to you based on the person that you deal with. Whichever immigration officer you deal with is what you're going to get. So, for example, I know brothers said that they were, you know, asked for money and stuff, like, you know, tea or bribes. They were asked for money and stuff at the border and stuff. But then I might go and they may not ask me for money, you know, or they may ask me for money. So you don't know. You don't know. So, I mean, everything is so up and down here. I would say stick with the laws on the books. Don't go by any kind of special project and special provision. Don't do it. Zambia, you can fly. I think it's 3 hours on the flight. 3 hours on the flight from Tanzania to Zambia. But I rode the bus and it was 34 hours. It's long, y'all. So I did like a 17 hours from Dar to the border of Zambia and Tanzania. And then I got on another bus from the border to, I went to like Lusaka, Solwezi, and Ndola. So I've been to 3 different areas. But it's a long bus ride. But I took it because it was cheap. It's like 50 bucks. It's 50 bucks one way and then 50 bucks back. So that was the cheapest. I mean, because the flights can range from like, they could be kind of pricey. It could be like, maybe like $250 on a good deal to $500. Because one lady that stayed with me, she went to Zambia and she paid about $500 for a one-way ticket. That's very expensive. So, and I didn't have the money like that, so I hit the bus, y'all. I hit the bus. I don't have money. I mean, what I got to do? What do I have to do? I can get on the bus. Like, I'm not working like that. So I could chill for hours. Then, when you hit that bus, y'all, don't eat. Don't eat or drink. Don't eat or drink because they don't stop to let you use the bathroom a lot. And sometimes you got to go in the bush. I think this was my first time going in the bush, but I had to go in the bush with the other ladies was doing it. So I followed them. I do whatever they do. So I followed the ladies. Yeah, that trip was nice, y'all. It was bumpy when you get in Zambia. When you get to when you first get in Zambia, the roads are not paved and they're like really, really bad, y'all. It's like really unpaved and it's like the roads are like this and there's water on both sides. It's kind of dangerous. It's not safe. But them bus drivers, y'all, be rolling. And the view is amazing. Even when you riding through Tanzania, they have like a mini safari that you go through. And we saw giraffes, we saw zebras. It was nice. Tanzania is beautiful, y'all. That's one thing about TZ that I'm hoping that they would not just do this special provision where we're still paying a lot of money, but maybe do something where, do something that where we could come in, under a special visa or something like that, instead of us having to pay all this money because it's just a lot. It's doable when you have, it's doable, but it's still a lot of money. So, but even in Zambia, they have immigration. Yes, even in Zambia, they have immigration issues too. But the organization is helping us work it out because it was created for diaspora to assist us, and it's a Zambian company, a local company. So they have all the discounts and they help us with work permits, and they're going to help us with residencies and citizenships and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice, relaxing on the plane, and it's quick. It is. Of course, I recommend a plane, but if you ain't got the money, or you could do halfway like I did when I first went. Was it the first went? When I first went, I rode a plane to Mbeya. So I flew from Dar to Mbeya, and Mbeya is like an hour and a half from the border. Ooh. Oh, UK in the chat. Hey, welcome people from the UK. Welcome people from the US. Welcome from to the diaspora all around the world. you are welcome. Welcome, local Tanzanians, local Africans. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And local Tanzanians, don't be mad at me. I'm just saying, I gotta have this conversation to my diaspora who are coming over like me. We have to figure out how we can stay and what we can do and how much it's gonna cost without getting overcharged and robbed and beat and misquoted and blah blah. So we have to have these conversations to make sure, because there are people who are planning on coming and they need to know these things so they can factor it in their budget and they can research more. They may be thinking, oh, I want to go to Tanzania, but then they look into Zambia and be like, wait a minute, that immigration is a little bit easier and cheaper. Let me look at that. They may do that. Or they may decide, like me, to get a place in one of those places and just come back and forth. Get a apartment here in TZ and then go back and forth. Like, that's what I plan on doing, because I'm going to have land over there and I got a business here. So I'm going to have to come back and forth anyway. So I don't have to be stable. I can move around. I can come back and forth between my two countries. This the continent. This Mama Africa. I could come back and forth because I love both of them. Yes, we have to educate. We have to educate. We have to educate one another, and we have to share our experiences. Yeah, very. Yeah. Yeah, Lizzie. Lizzie in the house. Elizabeth is my sister who stayed with me. And then she flew to Zambia, and so she's over there. Yeah, she's over there. So Lizzie in the group, she is in Zambia. You can reach out to her. She's a diaspora. She's from the UK. She did the doggone thing. She over there. She got lands and she doing her thing. So we select them lands, and well, of course, we're in the process. We're not building anything yet, but we're in the process of selecting and clearing off the land and this and that. So there you go. My sister Lizzie in this chat, she's in Zambia and she can attest. Yes, I did spot animals. I saw giraffes and I saw a zebra. I was in awe, y'all. They didn't even look real, because I don't think, yes it did. I've seen them at the zoo, but they just look different in the wild than they do at the zoo in the West. They just were free grazing, eating off the trees and stuff. It was beautiful, y'all. And that was in Tanzania. I was in Tanzania. Tanzania is beautiful, y'all. Tanzania is beautiful, and I'm praying. I've been praying, y'all, that they change the laws to allow diaspora, the African diaspora, to come back home, and they have a special provision for us, just like they do Jamaicans. Jamaicans can come visa free. Even if they start us off with visa free, that would be nice. That would be nice. We would still have to leave every 90 days, and we would still have to get other visas, but that will be a start. So that's what I'm looking for, not a special provision in that things could change, and then you can be in a situation where you spent your money and you didn't get your money's worth, and then they didn't stamp your passport like it was supposed to, and then you got to leave. So, yeah. Yeah, so so that's kind of what I wanted to do. I was trying to figure out what to title this live, but I think I put, like, don't forget the student visa fiasco. You can't forget that, y'all. Even when you looking at special provisions for the diaspora and all these businesses and programs, everybody trying to help us and all this, always be mindful here because of what happened here. You can't forget history in any place you live in, whether it's in South Africa. You can't forget apartheid, because the laws still affect the people, because the Constitution was written, with these, under apartheid. So it negatively impacts the people. And the same thing in America. We're 1/3 human. It's still on the books. Even our voting rights, they still vote on the fact if we can vote or not. So this is all in the Constitution. You can't, like, overlook that and be like, it didn't happen or whatever, because you're going to still see the impact. It still affects us in our treatment and everything. And the same thing here. What happened in 2020 with us, when the year that the most African Americans have ever probably came to this country ever, but look what happened. Things just fell apart with this student visa, and it doesn't matter it doesn't matter, like, whose fault, whatever. I'm saying it happened. We can't ignore it and say that it didn't happen. It happened, and it was a fiasco, and it was horrible, because a lot of people lost a lot of money, and they sold everything they had. There have been people who have come here who created businesses, y'all. diaspora invested a lot of money and brought items, and they got charged a lot from the tax office. They couldn't even afford to pay. They had to go back. So it's been a lot of that. And, because of this, the history, we have to consider my little fancy thing I try to do, y'all. We have to consider these things and never forget. Always remember that happened, and then just do better next time. Do better. Like, we can't go back and change what happened, right? But we can do better, and we can make it better. We can make better decisions. We can make sound decisions. We can research. Do research. You don't have to come everywhere where everybody else is. Just because I'm here and I've been doing well, I may be thriving, you don't have to follow me here. You can research other countries that may be a little bit more easy for foreigner friendly. So that's what I tell people. If you want to repatriate to a country, you want to repatriate to a country that's foreigner friendly, in that they have dual citizenship. They have the opportunity for you to keep your U.S. passport and get their passport. Tanzania, they're not like that. They don't have dual citizenship. So you basically will have to turn your passport in. And so most of us are not willing to do that because we have things tied to it. We have lived in America. Our ancestors fought and died. No, I'm not saying stay there. I'm saying if you come out, you have benefits because of that, because you work there and because you're a citizen there. Like, you may get Social Security when you get over a certain age. You may get disability. You may get checks. Like for me, I get checks for retirement jobs that I worked that when I get a certain age, I get checks because I'm vested in that company in the West. So I can't turn my passport in. So there are a lot of us like that. So we need to be in a country that allows us to have dual citizenship, 2 passports. So you can have your U.S. one and you can still get your benefits, and then you can have that other country one and you get benefits and rights in that country, especially if you're investing, if you're purchasing lands, if you're creating a business, and if you're putting your resources, your life, your hard-earned monies into the ground, and you're planting fruit and vegetables. You want to do that on your own land in a country that will allow you to have a passport and you can have rights. Yes, Zambia is foreigner friendly. They have a dual citizenship. They have dual citizenship. But a lot of people are like, well, the Chinamen are taking over. Well, it is what it is. They're there. They're not taking over. I was there and I didn't even really see them. They don't even associate with the locals. They have their own thing, and they do have their own compound, but they don't really mingle with the locals, which is fine. I don't want to see them anyway. But I'm just saying, it's our continent. It's Africa. So they're there. We can go there too. They're there. Wherever you see them at, it's easy to get in that country. So not only them, any foreigners. So that Zambia is foreigner friendly. I would say Kenya, because they have the dual citizenship. All of the countries around Tanzania has dual citizenship except Tanzania. They don't. That means, they're not really foreigner friendly. Okay? I mean, they foreigner friendly when you got money. And if you Mzungu, yeah, they come spend money. You African and you broke, or you don't have a lot of money, why you here and when you leaving? Okay? That's what you get when you come here and you don't have a lot of money. You get why you come here broke? Well, I'm not really broke. I got money, but not to give away. You know what I'm saying? I got money to survive and do what I got to do for me. I don't have money to give to you. Why are you here? Sometimes you get that, but I don't let it affect me because I feel like I'm here because the Most High has opened doors for me supernaturally, y'all. The Most High has opened doors for me supernaturally. That's why I'm able to be here. I have created a business. It's called Diaspora Connect. I assist those in the West who are interested in repatriating back to Mama Africa and or to Tanzania and or visiting. I assist you and help you walk through the process, which is actually you're walking the steps that I took to be here. So I share with you my information. Yes. So so I share. I've been to Zambia like 4 times. 1, 2, 3 times. I've been to Zambia 3 times. It's nice. It's winter right now, so it was a little bit cold for me, y'all. I was just rushing to get back to TZ because I was freezing. Like, I dress like this every day here in TZ. It's hot. We dress like summer every day. But when I was in Zambia, y'all, I had on long sleeve. I had on a sweater dress. I mean, I had on a dress that was heavy, and I had a shawl on. I had socks on my feet every day. And see, here I wear sandals every day. So it's a totally different climate, but it's winter there. So it was cool there. And a lot of us, we went in April. It was a group of diaspora from Tanzania, UK, and the US. And almost everybody got sick. I did not get sick, all praises to the Most High. But I do drink a tonic every morning, y'all. I drink turmeric and ginger tea every morning. Fresh turmeric and ginger, so I cut it up every morning. And so the Most High put that in my spirit to do that every morning, y'all. It's just all of a sudden, He's just supposed to speak into my spirit, within my spirit. And it was just like, gets you some turmeric and some ginger, because it's real cheap at the fruit stand. So you could just get a bunch. So I just got a bunch, and I just drink it in tea every day. You can get lemongrass and put your little lemongrass in your water, boil it, and then you have your tea bag, and you have your that's my tonics. I drink that every day. So I think it helped build up my immune system. And so when I went over there, I didn't get sick. I was cold, y'all. I was cold the whole time. The water, it's hot. It's hot. So I'm not gonna say it wasn't hot, but they still have a lot of mosquitoes too. So they're bad with mosquitoes. You still need your mosquito cream. It's mosquito incense, because those mosquitoes, the first night, they tore me up. I didn't have I had my cream, but I use the incense that I burn like an hour before I go to bed. I didn't have those, and they had me for dinner. I was praying, y'all, please don't let me get malaria. I was praying to the Father. But I think my tonic helped build my system up, because I eat that. And then I did change my diet. I eat more fruit and vegetables. I hardly eat meat anymore. I was eating meat maybe once or twice a week, but now I hardly eat it. And you know why? Because it's because it's expensive. That's why. Fruit and vegetables are so cheap. Like, you can get such a big bag of fruit and vegetables. So I'd rather just spend my money on all this fruit and vegetables that can last me, because I live on a budget. I never know when my income is coming in. So I have to always live on a budget. So I have to make sure I have, like, my food is like stacked to where if I don't have money, I got beans, I got ugali, I got rice, noodles, stuff. I got to make sure I got a lot of food to where if I don't know when income coming in, I have my food. So I have to live like that. Meat is a little bit more expensive. So whether you purchase it to cook it, or if you purchase it, like if you buy some local, it's like 6,000 T shillings. But for 6,000 T shillings, you can get 2 big bags of fruit and vegetables. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna lay off the meat. I'm gonna lay off the meat. Every now and then I crave a burger. I go get me a burger from Burger 53. I like them. Some people don't like them. I like them. We got a place called Burger 53 here. And then I'll go to certain restaurants. I can get tacos, or I'll get I stop eating chicken. Y'all stop eating chicken, because I think it's unclean. But some people, it's a debate in the Israelite community about chicken. But I watched the video, y'all, and I probably shouldn't have watched it. I watched this video about it being a fowl unclean, like the duck and like the the buzzard that eats, and then the turkey and all that's unclean. So I was like, it's a fowl. I'm gonna stop eating it. So I stopped eating chicken, stopped eating eggs. Yeah, and I love eggs, but I stopped because I was feeling some kind of way after I watched the video. You know how some people say, if you ever see someone kill a chicken, you will never eat it again. It was like that. It was like I watched that video. I cook every day, Progressive Destiny. I cook every day. I don't want to, but I have to, because I can't afford to eat out. So I have to cook every day. I'm going to cook every day or every other day. So, for example, I'll cook enough to last me for 2 meals. So I'll cook and eat dinner this day and eat for tomorrow. So I won't have to cook every day. But lately, I've been cooking every single day, because I've been cooking breakfast. I like potatoes, like home fried potatoes. And then just different stuff, different dishes that I like. So I've been cooking like every day, y'all. And at first I was thinking, I can't cook every day. But now it's like, because I have to. Like, I can't eat out. So I got to cook. So I cook every day. If I'm not cooking beans, I eat a lot of beans. I eat a lot of ugali. Ugali is like grits, but it's hard. It gets hard. Like if you make grits and you let it sit and it'll get hard. That's how ugali is. But when you cook it, you shape it into like a little mountain. And it's an acquired taste, but it just tastes like grits to me. It's like unsweetened grits. and people eat it here a lot. So they take it and they eat it with like greens, or they eat it with like a soup, or they eat it with beans and stuff. So that's how and it fills you up. It's very filling. So I eat a lot of that, just like locals do. So I eat a lot of ugali. Yeah, yeah. You save so much money when you cook, y'all, and then you eat you feel better, and you like people tell me, oh, you look young, and you're because I got a son that's 20 something, y'all. I look young, y'all. I'm over 40. Put it that way. I'm in my 50s. Okay, I'm in my 50s. Okay, so people say you look so young and your skin and this and that, but that's since I've been here because I changed my diet and I changed. I eat all these fresh fruit and vegetables. Everything is fresh, y'all. We get ginger and all the stuff. These things right out the ground. You got to come home and clean them and wash them. Everything is so fresh. The greens and we call them mchicha, and the spinach, and they have kale, and they have all kind of green vegetables, and they have fresh. Y'all, you can get an avocado like this big. Look, this big for like 1,000 t-shells. That's some change. In America, it's like what, $3, $4, $5 for one. So in the pineapple, you can get like a big pineapple for like 1,000 or 2,000 t-shells. I mean, it's so much fresh stuff that we couldn't get in the West that we should probably eat more, but it's too expensive. So we get it's like the junk is cheap in America and the fresh food is expensive. It's the reverse here on the continent. The fresh food is cheap and the junk is expensive. So if you try to buy like Oreos or Doritos, that's going to cost a lot. It's going to cost a lot. So, yeah, we get lazy with our diets and we need to change them anyway. We need to stop eating that meat over there in America too. So, I think I will end this video, but I think everyone got the gist of what I was saying in terms of not forgetting the student visa fiasco. Don't forget that. When you make your decision about where you want to visit and or repatriate to, I'm here for you. This is Diaspora Connect. You can hit me up at diasporaconnect0@gmail.com, diasporaconnect0@gmail.com. If you're interested in a Zambia project, it's called Gobedia, the Gathering of the Bantu and Diaspora Israelites in Africa. There's an organization that's been created in Zambia to assist the diaspora in the West who are interested in coming back to the continent, and specifically Zambia. Then we can assist you. I am one of the leaders, and I am one of the promoters, and I am one of the marketers of the organization Gobedia, and I usually promote them on my channel, Diaspora Connect. So basically, Diaspora Connect is partnering with Gobedia. So yeah, so I'm promoting both Tanzania as well as Zambia. I do consultations. I can give you all the information you need in Zambia about immigration and what you need to do and this and that, and I connect you with the organization, set you up on an itinerary where you can take a tour and visit the chief. You can visit his palace. You can look at the lands he gave us. He gave us we got 4 different lands. It was from 3 different chiefs, but the main one is the one they gave us the hugest plot, like 2,500 hectares. So everybody who comes in under Gobedia has to meet him because you'll be living in his kingdom. So it's just what you do. It's just the cultural. You have to meet. It's like you coming into your father's home, right? You got to go talk to him first before you start moving around doing all kind of stuff. Meet him first. Meet the chief so he can speak a blessing over you. He can introduce himself and he can meet you. And then you can go look at the land. You can select the hectare, start clearing and building and getting farmland or mining land. We do have a mine and we have mining land also. So, yeah. So this is big in Zambia. Hey, it's the Most High Yah. That's what I think. So if you're interested, hit me up and I can connect you. The membership fee is $200 for an individual and $250 for a family, husband and wife, kids. Anyone under 18, it is free, and any adult children over 18. So if you're an older parent and you have adult children over 18, then they'll pay $50. So, but if they're married, then they'll be considered a couple. So, but yeah, so if you're interested, hit me up. But yeah, that immigration project, I would say no go. I love you, Mark. No shade on Mark East Africa, no shade, because he's doing what he's trying to help. He's trying to do what he can do, I guess, but don't think he ain't making no money. Don't think he ain't no businessman. Don't think he doing it for free. Okay? Just remember that. All right. So I'm going to end this live. I just wanted to share my view on. Actually, I wanted to remind you not to forget about that student visa fiasco. I really didn't want to entitle this anything else because I don't want people to think I'm trying to like throw shade. So anyway, I will do another video in the next couple of days. I think about something else to talk about. This was a very interesting topic. So many people were sending me emails about it. And I would say research, research, research. And I would just be very cautious to send money from the West for things like that. Wait till you arrive, meet, greet, go look at the laws. And um, I don't know where the African Times is. I haven't seen the African Times in a while. I've been looking for his videos and I haven't seen any. And normally I see he and his wife around, and I haven't seen them lately. So I don't know. I don't know. So, but anyway, I'm going to end this live. Thank you for tuning in. I'll do another one in the next couple of days. If you have any comments, please put them down. Wait a minute. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Please view all this video, the entire video, because I'm still not monetized, y'all. I'm still not monetized. What's up with them? They keep messing with my watch hours. As soon as I get up to almost 4,000, it goes back down. It's like going up and down. I'm like, you know what? Hey, I'ma still put out content. I'ma still share with my people. But I would like to be monetized so I can get my change. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. So, yeah. So please like, share, and subscribe. Hit on the notification bell. Thumbs up. Hit on the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I do a new video or if I go live. And I will do another video soon, okay? I'm trying to think about what I want to talk about, but this was a good topic. So anyway, so I am going to say Kwaheri, Shalom, Salama, and I'm going to say you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. I think it's morning there in the U.S., where most of my subscribers are. So have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video. So I'm going to say peace and salama, family.